for Whitecourt Wolverines hockey.
Goes down low, tap to Gammer. Backdoor play, shoot. Oh, what a save! Tyler McCarthy in the splits. He gets his glove on it. Highway robbery. Way by Wittenberg, and Wittenberg brings it over the Wolverines line, and a big hit by Justin Young as he drills Kyle Starr to the ice, and Kyle Starr doesn't know what province he's in. Racing after a loose puck, onto it, backdoor tip, Starr! Joseph Nardi, and this game is tied with 4:44 to go.
Wolverines hockey on XM 105 FM and mytowntoday.ca. Now, here's Andrew Peard.
Live this afternoon from the Scott Safety Center in Whitecourt, Alberta. The Alberta Junior Hockey League presents the Whitecourt Wolverines and Calgary Canucks for the first time this year. Good afternoon, hockey fans. Your Whitecourt Wolverines pregame show, it starts right now. Well, less than 24 hours ago, the Whitecourt Wolverines extended their win streak to 6 games with a thrilling 5-4 win over the Olds Grizzlies.
Welcome back to your Whitecourt Wolverines pregame show, and your home for Wolverines hockey, XM 105 FM, mytowntoday.ca. Andrew Peard with you, joined by head coach of the Whitecourt Wolverines, Joey Bouchard. Joey, last night, bit of a thrilling game, 5-4 win over the Olds Grizzlies. Curious to get your thoughts on just your team's performance.
It was a tough game. I think we were in tight throughout the whole entire game, and we knew that. Olds played us tough, and
I want to ask you about that. Just something we talked about just before coming on air here was, sometimes being short players in your lineup, not exactly a bad thing, is it?
No, it isn't. I think for us, we've had some times throughout the season where we played 3 lines and 4 defense, and it seems like you got those guys that are buying in, and they're very smart hockey players that play.
Welcome back to Whitecourt Wolverines hockey. Andrew Peard with you, and really pleased to be joined now by forward of the Whitecourt Wolverines, Joseph Nardi. Joseph, today the big news comes down, invited to try out for Canada West for the upcoming World Junior A Challenge. Just your immediate reaction to finding that news out.
It's an honor to be even chosen for the tryouts. Those are some of the best players in the country. So, it's an honor to be selected, and I'm excited to go try out.
Coming into this season, obviously securing the scholarship last year, was this a goal, the World Junior A Challenge? Was it something that was on your radar?
A little bit earlier in the season, that was something I wanted to strive for. But to focus on the team was obviously the first goal. But
thank you, Lyndon. Well, arguably 2 of the hottest teams collide in Sherwood Park tonight as the Wolverines visit the Crusaders. Wolverines have won 10 of their last 11 games, while the Crew have points in 15 straight, with a record of 13-0-2 in that time. Tonight's game also features the league's best playmaker, Whitecourt's Eric Peterson, who has 25 assists, going head-to-head with the league's best goal scorer, Sherwood Park's Tyler Maltby, and his 24 goals. Wolverines have dropped 7 straight contests at the Sherwood Park Arena. They'll look to end that dubious streak tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Pre-game right here on XM 105, starting at 6:45. Now, back to Lyndon Macbeth at XM 105 FM World Headquarters. Welcome back to Whitecourt Wolverines hockey. Andrew Peard with you, and pleased to be joined now by former Whitecourt Wolverine, and not just any Whitecourt Wolverine, the guy who owns the record book right now, most career games played, assists, points, game-winning goals, and penalty minutes. It's Trace Elson on the phone line with me. Trace, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. How are you doing, Andrew?
Pretty good. I got to ask you, we're going to start off with this. Don't know if you saw it, but over the weekend, your old team, the Whitecourt Wolverines, picked up their 100th win as a franchise. And, of course, Trace, you were around for a lot of those wins. Seeing that, what did you think?
Yeah, no, I saw that over on social media there. And, it's awesome to hear that Whitecourt's doing pretty good this year. And
Back with the second period intermission on your home of Whitecourt Wolverines hockey on XM 105 FM.
Back inside the Scott Safety Center, Andrew Peard here with you, and we will
postpone the scoring summary because I am joined by a very special guest right now. Louis DeBrusque, former Edmonton Oiler, Phoenix Coyote, also a former color commentator on Sportsnet with the Edmonton Oilers, now in-studio analyst, doing a fantastic job at that. And Louis, I guess my first question for you, what brings you to Whitecourt this evening?
You know what, just doing some work with Tier 1 Energy Solutions, which is a completions and wireline company, and met Lane Brown up here on Friday and said there was a game Wednesday. You should come down, check it out. Real close game. There's been some good chances. There could be a lot more goals on the net. Both goalies have been good. And
Louis, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this. Obviously, over 400 games in the NHL, 1,000 penalty minutes. Not afraid to shed the gloves. But here in the AJHL, we've seen a rule change where it's one fight and you're gone, and that's really limited the fighting. We've only seen 4 fights this year for the Wolverines. Do you like that, or are you still a big proponent of fighting in the game?
You know, I like fighting in the game. I do, and I think in junior hockey like this, I think it's okay to, if you want to knock it down a little bit, you have the 2-fight rule. You know, instead of the 3-fight rule, you can have it where you can get in one, but if you get in the second one, you're done for the night.